Greedy vegan. Peace to the family out there. Peace to the gods out there. Halito to everyone. Shout out to you guys. High energy, high energy. Halito to all you guys out there. Halito, it's I've just been feeling so enthused, so energetic, so excited. You know what I'm saying? But I also just been feeling kind of a little salty, just a little salty, because they talking about our people, and even though we know we're not African Americans, Greedy. Even though we know we're not the African Americans, but the fact that they keep hating on our people. Shout out to Marcus. Shout out to Charlene. Charlene in the house, and we got Tony in the house. The fact that it started off with the Haitians, and this was on, I watched this with the Haitian community, and then I seen a Jamaican talking, sporty, and now we see the Africans talking. Okay, now we see the Africans, and they show their true colors, but they always want to say we all got to stick together because we all got the same skin complexion. So we all just got to get along. But I just can't get along with people who don't get along with my people. I just can't get along with people who really just jealous of our people. And I hate when people state that we are lazy. And like I told you before, when I heard that Haitian brother speaking about, the Haitian brother, shout out to MC, Mr. C in the house. And when they talked about the fact that my 30-year-old mother came when she was 30 years old, big O in the house. She was 30 years old when she came from Haiti. This is what the brother was talking about. His mother came when she was 30 years old, and she worked her ass off. D. Harris in the house. She worked her ass off. And then they turn around. Family, and say that his father came here and was able to flip Alexis in the house and was able to flip houses. They were able to flip houses. Now, I want to ask you guys something. They're able to flip and come here and do things that we couldn't do over 400 years. Most of our people didn't know a damn thing about credit. I know I ain't know about credit. My mom ain't teach me credit. I'm 46 years old. I learned credit when I got out of her house. Mighty Timber Wolf in the house. The Howlin' Holland Wolf in the house. I want people to understand this. Wolf Pack. Now, you're talking about a people who've been oppressed in many ways. Oppressed in many ways. You say that we make excuses. You say that we come up with so many multiple excuses on why we can't evolve. But every time we try to pick ourselves up by the bootstraps, they try to knock us down. They try to knock us down. They drop bombs on areas that were thriving in America. They drop bombs on Tulsa, Oklahoma. They dropped bombs and they blew levees in New Orleans, Louisiana. When they go, they get these majority melanated towns, and when they see you thriving, they blow it up, and they get jealous, and they tell you they tell you about the massacres. There was a massacre in Memphis, Tennessee. There was a massacre that we didn't know about. There was massacres all in Florida. It wasn't just Rosewood. All these were quote unquote copper colored Wall Street. Copper colored Wall Street. I ain't gonna say no black Wall Street. I'm gonna say copper colored Wall Street. All these multiple places where they stopped our financial edge. You guys got to understand that they have been tampering with us when it comes down to finances. They hurt you through finances, education. They put you on their education and they strip you away from your education. You rely on religion and you don't have that warrior spirit in you no more. So you believe in politics. You want to be like them. You want to vote like them. And you start changing the ways that was taught to you. Lamont's in the house. You move away from the teachings that was taught to you because you want to be like them. Our women start changing their hair color to be like them. Our women went from their natural hair to go blind. We're blind because they're self-hatred of themselves. We begin to want to be like the people that oppressed us. Greetings to you, pony locks in the house. We begin to be like the people that oppressed us. They told you that the black Barbie doll, the so-called black, and I'm going to say black because black means dead, was the black Barbie doll was ugly. And the white Barbie doll was beautiful. See, these are systematic things that they do to give. See, we have self-love issues, and it's deeper. It runs deep in the roots. It runs deep in our bloodline. Monique Hill in the house. It runs deep in our bloodline. The fact that we have been distracted over who we are, our original people, who we were. We come from greatness. And I always tell you, who were you before 1492? Who were you before they enslaved colonists? These different colonies that they took. Who were you? You didn't come from no slave ships. You didn't come from another land. But who was your people? Based upon the things that somebody tell you. They're based upon somebody say you are. Not because your grandmother, damn what your grandmother and your grandfather say, damn what your ancestors say. You just going to go with the master say. Because you're still enslaved. You still need permission from your master. You still buck dancing for your master. And you will never elevate your mind to see anything different because you are comfortable just being left out of the equation. You are comfortable. And that's the problem with our people. We get too comfortable. We became just like our oppressor. We took the ways of our oppressor. We followed the ways of them. We were pure beings. And now we are tainted people. We're doing immoral things to our bodies. We're doing immoral things to nature. Because I told you, you are connected to nature. You are the people of nature. DD Alexander, I know we had blonde hair. But you got to understand that we got a lot of sisters that believe that wants to paint. I'm not talking about natural people who have blind hair, but we got people who like to buy blue eyes. We got people who like to buy who like to change their hair texture because they have self-hatred and self-love for themselves. I'm not talking about people who have natural. Yes, we are the people of all, and I agree of that. But we have self-hatred when it comes down to our people. Don't you know, in our own race of people, we got some families that like the light-skinned part of the family and don't like the dark-skinned part of the family? Don't you know that we have racism in our families that love one group more than the other group? Because we have been self-hated. We've been taught this way. They have favoritisms in the family. The darker ones, they don't mess with the darker ones. They like the light-skinned ones. And you got to understand this. There's a lot of things that have happened in family. And we have to show that Aborigine bloodline is beautiful no matter what color skin you are. No matter who's light and who's dark. It's to tell people all the time, there's some brothers. I was a little lighter than some of the brothers I went to school with. And I'm like, brother, you got beautiful skin. What you intimidated by me for? I wish I had some more melanin in my skin. I don't understand why some of these brothers and some of these sisters are so insecure about their beautiful skin. That the melanated that runs so deep in your veins, in your body, is so beautiful. You know? And I understand that you dye your hair because you want to, but they got a lot of sisters that dye their hair because they don't like their own hair. They got a lot of sisters that perm their hair because they don't like their hair texture, because they don't like their roots. There's a lot of sisters that believe that something that by brushing, by changing the color of their skin to bleach their skin lighter, that makes them more beautiful. When naturally you're beautiful just the way you are. It's because we know what's going on over here in the U.S. We ain't going for to pay less, and I want people to understand. They want to talk about we lazy, but we're not stupid. Shout out to Big Dog Philly. We are not stupid, Marcus. We built the country that we originated from. We built the country, and we're not going to take less. We're not going to take less when people from the Caribbeans, they come here. And they're going to take the crumbs. They're going to take the crumbs. And we're not going to take less on a country that we built. We're not going to take less on a country that we built. But they don't go building Haiti. They want to talk about the Haitians. And I'm not talking about all Haitians. I'm talking about these particular guys who was on the panel downing people of color. If you so better than the people of color, and we so lazy, why you not building Haiti? Why you not building Haiti? Cherokee Tulu in the house. Why you not building Haiti? Why you sitting there down in us, Lionel in the house? Why you sitting there trying to dog out the women and men of America? Because you didn't been through the struggle of the women and men of America. Everybody wants to cut us off. They writing this video, I ain't your people. Okay, we knew you're not our people. Okay? We've been trying to tell you folks that these people think a certain way. Not all, but most. We've been trying to tell you this. But the Pan-African American channels, Sinetta TV, and all these other weird channels want you to believe otherwise. Sister Bolden in the house. They want you to believe otherwise. Oh, go back to Africa. You got Philip Scott telling y'all to go to Nigeria. Philip Scott talking about go to Nigeria, how beautiful Nigeria is. And all he talks about is he traveling. He ain't got a house in Nigeria, but he talk about his travels there. Everybody's trying to coach you away from your land. Everybody's trying to coach you away from where you belong in your land. Isn't it because the Africans classified themselves as white? They are getting the privileges that we have. Yeah, they come to this land. Many, not all, come to this land, and they come with this chip on their shoulder. And when they come to America, they come with their chest poked out. They come out here with arrogance. And they believe that they're better than the people that's already been here. They've been told multiple times not to deal with the people of color down here because we supposedly ratchet. The stereotype is that we so ratchet, but they got ratchet people in Africa. They got ratchet people in Mexico. They got ratchet people that's Native Americans. They got ratchet people all across the planet. So define the word ratchet, because I can find ghetto everywhere I see. The fact is that they copy us more than we copy them. They copy us. If you are the original, why are you copying your children? Because if we're the children and you're the parent, why are you copying the children? If Africa is the motherland, it's amazing that they take many cultures, many things that they adapt to them. The sister that was talking so disrespectful about the people that's here, she come here to make a life in our land. Talking about she has been here and she's not moving anywhere, and she's gonna talk about talking about our culture and that we're not her people. But she's wearing an afro. She's wearing that afro so nice. She got that afro all with juices and berries all in her head. She got that soul globe in her head. Kizzy, that's what I named Kizzy. Kizzy love America. She love adapting America ways. Kizzy don't want to even go back to Africa. No, Kizzy don't want to go back to Africa. Because Kizzy love America. Kizzy love benefiting off of the backs, the slave, the blood and shed of our people. Kizzy love. Oh, Kizzy love it. She ain't going back with Kuta. Kizzy ain't going back. The nerve of you, Kizzy. The nerve of you, Kizzy. You ain't going back with your dad or Kuta. But you won't talk about us. It's amazing to me. The nerve of you to come into somebody's land and talk shit about them. Kizzy say farewell to Kuta. Kuta, I see you next time, Kuta. I see you some money, Kuta. Kuta, I'm gonna see you some money. Daddy, I'm gonna see you some a bullet to bullet to bullet to. I'm gonna send you some money, a bullet to bullet to bullet to. The nerve of you sitting here talking shit about our people, and we supposed. That's why all you people talking about. Oh, we y'all dividing us. Y'all dividing us. We are all black. We are all black. We are all black. Let me tell you something. We all ain't black. The nerve of you. Some of them people blue. What the fuck wrong with y'all? All of us ain't no black. Them people blue. Them people blue. The nerve of them people sitting there talking about our people, and you're blue. The nerve of you. And so I supposed to be sitting here and watching my tongue. Stop. You're talking about the ancestors. Yeah, that ain't my ancestors. You want me to go to a land I don't know. These people don't know me. You want me to go Lime Kambolewa. Lime Kambolewa. Nadam you Nadam Nunake yo so I'm all screwed up. Nudam Ne Yake Yake meat. I don't know what to say. Yake meat, whatever. A bullet to bullet to bullet. I don't know that language. That's a foreign language to me. That's a foreign language. And I don't give a shit how mad you is. I don't give a damn. Some of them purple. Some of them blue. I don't give a damn how mad they is with us. That's why I said black females don't have no rights to tell Europeans not to wear locks and cornrows. And yes, some Europeans are so naturally blind. And I believe 95% of the women want 95% of the women want to be white. And I say this all the time. It does not all apply to everybody. We know that our people can make naturally blonde hair, but we're not talking about them people right now. We know our people have the capabilities of growing anything. We know that. But we're talking about the self-hatred. We're talking about the self-hatred. Thank you for whoever just sent me a cash app. Thank you so much. Peace and blessings to you. We're talking about the people out here who running around who want to look like these Europeans. You have adapted the ways of the European. You don't want to go out there and buy for FUBU. You don't want FUBU. You want Gucci. You're not gonna buy no FUBU. You don't want FUBU. But it's melanated on, and you won't support melanated on because you want some European shit. You want to support European. You want to make them rich. You definitely can't find us in other lands disrespecting other cultures only to do it in. Yeah, they only do this to us. They only do this to us. They bleach to white themselves. Yeah, they do. They're wiping themselves off their own culture. They're removing themselves off their own culture, off their own melanin. When you lose your melanin, you're losing your lifeline. Michael Jackson lost his lifeline. Got brothers and sisters that hate their beautiful skin. I wish I was darker. I wish I was darker. I'm considered light-skinned. In America, I'm considered light-skinned. I'm a light-skinned brother. You heard me? I wish I was a little darker. Throw me some of that melanin. Give me some more. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand the self-hatred that you have for yourself. It's a damn shame. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Some of you guys got big, full, beautiful lips. I got big, full, beautiful lips. You heard me? What the hell wrong with y'all? Y'all sitting up there, some of these women are having surgery to make their lips look smaller. While the white woman is injecting her lips to look bigger. Some of you guys are the worst. They gotta inject their booties. You got natural big booty, but they gotta inject it. It used to be nasty. They used to make, go look at some of the books. They used to laugh and they used to make fun of women who had wide asses. They made the pancake lady with a wide ass. It's amazing that the same shit that they made fun of, they want. They want the big juicy lips. They want the big ass. All that cellulite. I mean, your sisters, you ain't got to add on some more ass. That shit look gross to me. You add on another layer. What the hell you need another layer? What the hell wrong with you? That shit ugly. And some of you women with them long ass eyebrows. What the hell is that? You're scaring the shit out of me. You look like you got a bat on your eyes. What the hell is that shit? And I'm going to tell it like it is. I'm going to tell it like it is. Why the hell you wear them damn eyebrows scaring the hell out of me? What are you wearing that shit for? How could you wake up in the morning and then the first thing you see a person, man, I said, what the shit didn't flow in your eyes? What the hell didn't flew in your eyes? Clean that shit out of your eyes. Don't like the natural eyebrows. Don't look like a person. You look like a damn alien. I don't know what the hell you is. I don't know what the hell that sister Lil Kim. Well, she looking like Lucky Charms. Lil Kim was looking like Lucky Charms. Lil Kim was looking like Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms. Lil Kim was looking like Lucky Charms out there. That shit's scary to me. And I'm sorry, I'm going to lose some subscribers today. I'm going to lose some subscribers today, but I don't give a damn. I'm going to tell you how to change your life. You better get back to the ancestors. You better stop looking fake, because ain't no man want you looking like that. Ain't no respectable man want you like that. They ain't going down the aisle looking at your ass like that. Lil Kim had some badass hips. What the hell? That was some badass hips. Y'all afraid to tell the truth about our people. Y'all afraid to say the truth. Embarrass their ass so they won't embarrass us. Embarrass their ass so they won't embarrass us. Chief crazy. They're out here looking stank. You can't even wonder what's underneath their skirts. You can't even think what's underneath their skirts. They showing you their ass. Some of them don't even dish. White women, all the women. I'm talking about all of them. What the hell wrong with them? What happened to everybody? What happened to the world? Shit you ain't never seen. When I was coming up, we watched the Flintstones. When I come up, when I was 12 years old, we were playing G.I. Joe. When I was coming up, we was watching the Transformers. When I was coming up, we was watching Garfield. When I was coming up, we watched cartoons, Tom and Jerry. JR in the house. When I came up, we was innocent. We might have played Catch Kiss, Get a Little Bit. We might have played it, but we climbed trees. We climbed trees, family. We got outside and exercised. The Thundercats, Thundercats, Lionel, ho! You was a child. You thought like a child. You was a child. You thought like a child. And when you become a man, you think like a man. When you become a woman, you think like a woman. Popeyes. Something, it got to be said. It got to be said, family. We have, I don't know what happened to us. They sexualizing everything on every time you see it. It's a man on man kissing himself. It's a woman on woman kissing themselves. I don't look, even heterosexuals who go their ass to the park, making out in front of children in front of the park. I condone it all. Not just the gays. I condone all sexual acts in front of children. I don't condone none of that shit. Scooby-Doo. We wasn't thinking about sex. And that's the problem right now. Children can't focus on their schoolwork. They can't focus on life. They got so much to deal with. And now they got to think about sex. And most of these young people out here having multiple babies. They're having babies. Causing serious disease, infections. Speed racer. What happened to us, family? I even watched the Little Rascals. I even watched the Three Stooges. What happened for our family? What happened? What happened to, I even watched Andy Griffith white ass. I watched Mayberry. I even like watching Archie Bunker racist ass. Because let me tell you something. I would rather watch a racist. I would rather watch a racist tell me the truth than a racist behind my back. I'd rather a racist in my face. I'd rather see a racist and let them see what's on their mind. Stop trying to stop people from being a racist, because we want to see these racists. Supposed to be a free country. Free country in my ass. Y'all trying to stop all these people. No, don't stop them. I'm sorry, I did it. And you can call me corny. You can call me a preacher. You can call me what the hell you want, but in the end of the day, I'm a chief. At the end of the day. Because I'm going to tell it like it is. My job as a leader, because this shit all started with the Teletubbies. All this shit started with the Teletubbies. Next thing you know, the Teletubbies start with a brown one. They start with a yellow one. Then all of a sudden a purple one come. Then they got a pink one. Then all of a sudden the girl, the boy kissing the boy. Then they start putting shit on. It become, you thought it was innocent, and then they start moving and moving and moving, and they start to bring more shit. My Little Pony and shit. Y'all don't understand the changes that we've seen over the years that they have been working on our people. They have been working. The Smurf had a little sugar in them too. The Smurfs had a little sugar, but I respect the Smurfs because Papa Smurf had their ass in line. Papa didn't play that shit. Papa Smurf didn't play that shit. Fraggle Rocks. Down in Fraggle Rocks. Down in Fraggle Rock. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all brought up Fraggle Rock. I ain't heard about Fraggle Rock in a long time, you heard me? I ain't heard about Fraggle Rock in a long time. But it just amazing to me that the shit that we saw, and we didn't come up with the shit that these children got more pressure than we all had. These children have more pressure than we ever had. And it's sad. I used to look, when I thought of a rainbow, rainbow brighten them. I used to love wearing a rainbow back when I was little. I didn't know when the rainbow became gay. When it became gay to wear a rainbow. How the hell they take the rainbow? How the hell they take the rainbow? And when you're nature and you're a part of nature, isn't that a part of nature? Then all of a sudden they take the rainbow. Then it was okay. See, when I was coming up, we couldn't even wear pink shirts. The men didn't wear pink shirts. Men didn't wear purple shirts. I'm just being honest to you. You know what I'm saying? In the later years, I got forced to wear a pink shirt, and I felt uncomfortable wearing a goddamn pink shirt. I'm sorry. I just don't like wearing pink. You know? You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it. And we becoming weak. It's not about you. I don't care who them people sleep with. That's their problem. But don't colonize people. Yeah, Skittles. Skittles. We all love Skittles. Now you don't want to eat a goddamn Skittle, because if you eat the Skittle, somebody gonna think you got sugar in your tank. You gotta watch if you eat. You gotta look around and see if somebody gonna catch your ass eating a Skittle. It's crazy. I don't give a damn what people is doing in their household. I don't care. Whatever you do in the closet, keep that shit in the closet. I'd rather the people stay in the closet, because you know why? Because when you're out in public, what you're doing is you're influencing children, so they won't have children should have their own, you're basically forcing your beliefs. You got these parades, they're walking down the street with no clothes on. That don't have a goddamn thing about your preference in sex. Your ass is nasty. You're nasty. You walking around with the ding-a-ling walking down the street. You're nasty. And then you want to talk about rights. How the hell are you going to talk about rights? Shout out to Brandon Rogers. You want to put yourself on the same level as people who fought for segregation, who died. A color is a choice. A color is not a choice. You don't chose copper gardeners or gardeners to be a color. That's just you. But you chose to be who you want to do. You chose who you want to sleep with. That's a choice. I don't have nothing against these people and their choice. That's between them. I can't change them people, Elizabeth. Sister Washington. I can't change these people. So I don't hate nobody. I don't hate gays. I don't hate lesbians. I don't hate none of these people. But please keep your shit to yourself. Keep your shit to yourself. Because children are out here. Children, they don't have a choice because it's put on them in schools. Chief crazy? It's they don't have a choice like we had a choice. You always had that one person that you grew up with that you knew that was a little funny. You always had that person. We always had gays. Y'all in denial. We always had gays in the melanin community. Throughout history, we always seen gay people. It's not about them being gay. It's about them forcing their agenda on other people. I don't respect people who heterosexuals who have sex in front of children. You're not supposed to have sex in front of children. Nobody. I don't care if you're straight, gay. I don't care who you is. So stop with the bullshit. So the bottom line is we are living in immoral days. I'm talking about all people. I'm not sitting here picking on one group of people. I'm talking about all of us. We're living in immoral days. And we ain't got no OGs no more. Because half of the OGs are molesting little boys. Half of the OGs that you think supposed to be on the corner, straighten these little boys out, telling them to pick up their damn pants. They're the ones looking at their damn pants. They're the ones who sitting up there courting these young men. But they want to be, because that's why they don't fight. They don't talk about these young men. They're afraid of these young men too. They don't want to stop. It was called about a village. Everything was about a village. You were able to raise a village. Everybody didn't have a daddy. Everybody didn't have a daddy family. Some people had OGs that they could trust in. And what you don't understand is we have moved away from OGs. Mothers out here telling people, you can't tell my baby nothing. All you damn mothers out here, when your baby, and then you want to cry when your baby all locked up, when your baby out here that murdered motherfuckers, when your baby out here, well, my baby didn't do that, my baby didn't do that. Your baby was running around here murdering and robbing people, and when he got shot in his ass, you want protests. You're the main motherfucker out there that want to protest. You the main want to talk about what the white man is doing to children. You ain't raising shit because you ain't been raised. And it's sad. It's sad. Renee in the house. It's sad. Pedophile, kidnapping, adopting our children. Pedophiles. Now you got all these famous actors who getting out there and they adopting these children and they sex ringing these children. They're adopting them for sex. Some of them even marry the children. Even that, who the pedophile that was who took and married a Chinese baby? This young girl was a young baby, and her daughter grew up. His daughter grew up, the one that he adopted, and then he ended up marrying this girl. It ain't just in our melanated community, it's sick across the universe. And these bastards out here living amongst us. Angeline, Jolene, her ass. What the hell you want that melanated baby in there for? Woody Allen, old stank ass. His old decrepit getting up mother. His old nasty ass. That's old decrepit old nasty man. Oh, nasty, Mr. Nasty. That's Mr. Nasty. Call him out. Jesse Lee Peterson got the nerves to talk about gay people, talking all the main one talking bad about the gays, and the main one is a pedophile. The main one sleeping with the white boys. Out here talking. No wonder he loved the white people so much. No wonder he liked that ass. Because he all in that ass. He's sleeping with multiple white men. The main one talking bad about gay people. I told y'all, watch the people who got so much anger towards gay people, because I'm telling you, most of the people who talk bad about the gays are the gays. Hiding behind a lot of shit. I knew a lot of them kind of dudes. I was a light-skinned brother, and I was walking through the neighborhood trying to catch the bus as a 19-year-old brother, and I see this guy. He in the Cutlass. The motherfucker 35 years old in the Cutlass. And he married. And he decided to come up on me. I think I was like 17 at the time. I don't think I was 19. I think I was 17. And I'm trying to catch the bus coming from my girlfriend. And this bastard come up to me telling me that him and his old lady had a terrible night. What the hell that got to do with me? And he got a lot of money on him. And because he have a lot of money on him, he want to have a good time with somebody and spend money. What you want to spend money on me? I's a boy, Damon. I's a boy, Damon. What you trying to spend money on me for? Because that's what they do. They know that young men are vulnerable. They know that most of the young men are broke. They know that they're vulnerable. So some of the weak young men gonna take that damn money. So I took a brick, a big ass rock. I don't know what it was, because he told me if I don't get in the car with him, he said if I don't get in the car with him, he waved this little piece at me. Yeah, even though it was a 22, whatever the fuck it was small. But I pitched that rock so hard, and I hit that motherfucker, and I jumped so many yards, family. I jumped in the backyard where the dog was at. The dog was chasing my ass. And the dog tried to bite me in the ass, but I jumped in many yards. All the people was turning their lights on, and I'm running through the yard, and he tried to rush behind me. Shout out to Patrick in the house. So if I know that shit like that has happened to me, and people they came on to my little light-skinned ass when I was young, well, imagine what they doing to young people today. Oh, I was running. You better run, Forrest, run. I jumped over, got scratched up. All my legs were cut up and shit. But I ran. Till I ran no more. Because I cracked his mirror. He was going to shoot my ass because I cracked his mirror. You ain't going to have my little boy booty. You wasn't going to get my little boy booty now. Because I was a man, Damon. I was a boy, Damon. And he's 35 years old, riding the street. Riding the street looking for his target. So don't ever sit there and talk about you know what your children doing. You better learn, you better reteach your children, because they got predators out here who want your children. And the target is these young men. The targets are young men out here. It's easy. See, it used to be the young ladies. It used to be the young ladies. But now it's the young men. They're targets just like young ladies. And until you guys understand, and I'm not talking, we talking about shit that's against their will. Okay? So you're wondering why half of them, and then when they wind up liking this shit. Once they got, they got. And they wind up liking the shit. And then there's no turning back from it. So I just want people to understand this shit. Morgan Freeman messed with his wife, granddaughter. See, nobody, but y'all love Morgan Freeman because y'all think of Morgan Freeman as playing as God. Because he plays so many great movies, you love him more than you love the children. They pay for these young people 24/7 in this country. They're paying for these young people. And they go after the ones who broke. Most of the people who get messed with, the young boys don't have no money. African Bambaataa. A lot of y'all made fun of Hassan Campbell. A lot of y'all, y'all want to make fun and call that young man, he was a teenager. I don't give a damn how old he was. But y'all didn't want to talk about African Bambaataa ass, but y'all want to talk about how he was old enough to fight. Manipulation is a bitch. But R. Kelly is the only one in jail. This is bigger than R. Kelly. They got way more R. Kellys out there, family. There's way more R. Kellys out there. Like I told you, they used to wait by the school. Damn, I'm trying to get me a girlfriend. I'm trying to get me a girlfriend. I'm in high school trying to get me a girlfriend, and I can't get no damn. I'm a junior in high school, and I'm trying to get with a girl, and the damn girl, she out there, the 40-year-old man picking up in front of school. 35-year-old man picking up in front of high school. And I'm like, God damn, man. Can't you leave some for us? And he out there buying a Popeye's chicken. He out there wetting a little coochie, giving a Popeye's chicken. He out there, he giving a little donuts. Popeye's chicken, a little juice. And to her, she think that's a lot. Everybody idolizing Jay-Z. Jay-Z messed around with multiple women. Multiple little girls, not women. Young teenagers. But R. Kelly gets the one. He's the one, the fall guy for everybody else. All of them men ran through them young girls. And now y'all see the Nick Cannon story. Y'all, you wonder, y'all hear the Nick Cannon story, but y'all don't understand that the industry raped these young men. Lil Bow Wow, the industry raped these young men. They victims. These young men came into the game very young. Immature, came in the game very young. Surviving Stokes, Chris Stokes. Nobody talking about Chris Stokes no more. Why y'all not talking about what Chris Stokes have done to all them children in Immature, the little group, Immature? Charlemagne the Game. And all of them support Charlemagne. Allegedly raping people. It is sad. It's sad. Young Michael Jackson. Diana Ross, because you know why Diana Ross didn't get no she didn't get no criticism because she's a female. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. Y'all don't know that all people react differently when it comes down to sex. You might take an 11-year-old boy or 12-year-old boy who's not ready for sex, and he get with a dusty ass old lady. And she be the first one, his first experiences is with a dusty ass woman who's sucking on his little cock. And she might bite that motherfucker. She might do some shit he might not like. And she up there got her old dusty ass coochie on that young boy. And she put her dusty ass coochie. And that little boy might not ever want to deal with a woman ever again. Because y'all think women, because he's with a woman, then that's going to make a man out of him. Instead of allowing him to naturally meet a young girl of his age. And that's what happened to R. Kelly. R. Kelly was molested by a woman that was in his family. Y'all got to understand this shit. Rodney Gilmore. You know? It's a lot of pervert women out here touching young boys. Yeah. Y'all think because it's a woman, he just gonna automatically turn to a man because a woman got a hold to him. that's gonna make him a man. You might have handled it well. That don't mean that the other little boy handled it well. Just because you might have ended up with a chick did your ass right, got your ass all feeling good. But what about the man who didn't got a chick with no teeth in her damn mouth, and she ugly as hell, 400 pounds, and she didn't force herself on that little boy, traumatized that little boy? Y'all gotta understand this shit. Buddy Holy Mary, his cousin. Yeah. Y'all gotta understand this shit. Traumatized. Y'all didn't traumatize that boy. That boy don't even want to deal with no damn girl. Then what about a chick? Well, her hygiene don't smell well. She got a chef there trying to sit on that little boy's face with a nasty ass coochie. Now she knows she ain't doing no dishing. She knows she ain't dish. She knows she's stinky as hell, and she gonna stick that shit in that little boy's face. Traumatize that young man. Antoine Fisher. Anybody ever watch Antoine Fisher? That shit real. They're kissing that little man in the mouth with that nasty breath, stank ass breath. Copper got us. You said, why can't she be pretty? She can be pretty and stink. And she can be pretty and not doing the shit right. That's his first encounter with sex. So it got to be special for the little man. I mean, we laughing, but it's real. And then vice versa, what about the young girls who got to deal with a nasty ass man? Oh, stank ass man. What about the young little girls at 12 years old got to deal with a big belly ass, stank ass man? What about them little girls who traumatized? And you wonder why they don't like men too? Got their nasty ass on them little girls. Stank ass men. Rockwaller mouth looking ass men. It ain't just the girl, the women, it's the men too. Not giving them the opportunity to choose in their life. Forcing them to. It man. I'm sorry, y'all. I just gotta, I'm just something just got into me today, and I just have to tell you, I can't believe that some of these, these foreigners got the right to be sitting here trying to talk about America. It's all love, Troop Master. It's all love. Yeah, I want people to understand that when we talk, I'm dealing with TikTok. And on TikTok, I just, TikTok is exposing so many of these people out here. And y'all would not believe some of the things that they're saying. The stuff that we've been saying all along about some Africans and some of these Caribbean nations on how they feel about us is coming through TikTok. So I've been sharing some of the videos of what I'm experiencing on TikTok. And I've been trying to bring that shit, trying to let y'all see on how. And shout out to Original Copper Empress for been breaking them down. She's been breaking down a lot of the shit that I've been posting. And I want you guys to understand this. You guys got to understand the hatred for our people. It's unbelievable. And they talk about that we have it all and that we are crybabies and we are lazy. And we keep living through our past. Shit, it's happening here in the future. We ain't got to go back 400 years to be deprived of our nation. We ain't got to go back 800 years, 500 years. We don't have to go back that many years to talk about what's going on right now here in this country. The immigrants have made deals. The immigrants made deals with the oppressor. And yes, we are the gods. I do agree with that, because we are the only people that have been changed multiple times, multiple names. And you just got to understand that they keep trying to confuse you, confuse you, confuse you. And the envy is real, copper goddess. The envy of our people is real. And y'all got to understand that y'all got to, we truly, really don't love ourselves. We really got to get back to loving ourselves, family. I know I've been joking today. I know I've been joking. I know honestly I've been joking today. And but I'm really telling y'all straight up facts about how they are with our nation of people. You guys got to understand that we are well hated. And we're not just hated by white people. Stop giving the white man all the credit. Stop giving the white man the pass. It's not the white man no more. Yes, the white man is talking shit. But the people who are doing some of the worst damage to our people are the people who look like us in skin. The most honorable chiefess sun owl in the house. The most honorable chief sun owl in the house. Halito to you. And I'm gonna need you, Chief Sun Owl. We're gonna be doing genealogy. I'm gonna need you, Chief. I got a couple of people from TikTok that need to know their genealogy, and I'm gonna need you, sister. I'm gonna need you. I'm definitely gonna need you. I'm gonna let you know when we're gonna do that. But I got a lot of people that are very interested about knowing where they come from. So I'm gonna need you, sister. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna need you. I'm gonna need you, Cherokee Tulu. I'm gonna need all y'all to come together and help some of these lost people try to find out where they come from. And I want y'all to understand we gotta come together, y'all. Y'all better leave them people alone who keep trying to divide us, because we weak without each other, y'all. We weak without each other. We are weak without each other. And all we've been doing is doing what our oppressor and all these colonizers and all these Pan-African Americans say about us. We ain't worrying about them. We ain't worrying about them, family. And y'all got to understand that I've been saying this for a long time, that all skin folks ain't kin folks. All skin folks are not kin folks until you get this in your mind. That lady came up with a video and said, "You're not my family." And she's an African. And she told you you're not her family. And you steady want to be her family. All you guys, all you girls, all you ladies, all you men want to be connected to Africa when Africa don't want to be connected to your ass. Even if I was from Africa, after that, I get a rude awakening from them. Why would I even want to be affiliated with somebody who don't want to be affiliated with me? If I did come from there, and we know we ain't come from there, why you let my ass get captured? Why you didn't come back with the army, with y'all Zulu army, and help fight these colonizers to get my ass back over where I belong, over there somewhere in West Africa where you know I don't belong? Ghetto child in the house. Why they ain't come? You know, you said that the Moors knew the ships. The Moors knew the way. If the Moors came from Africa and the Moors came with the white man, why the Moors didn't get up there and fight the white man for us? Why the Moors didn't stab their ass up and bring us back to Africa? Because William Penn stated, the very first people, he said William Penn was on a ship with Moors. William Penn was on a ship with Moors. And the Moors were blacks. And the Moors was standing with William Penn. And the Moors stated, because they didn't know how to get here. And the Moors, when they came here, they said they're not Moors, they look similar to Ethiopians. And they saw the people that were here. They said they look similar to gypsies, similar to Ethiopians. And when they saw us here, they said they were savages. They called us savages. He said they were dark from the bottom to the top. They were dark from the bottom to the top. So if he bringing Moors with him and people were already here, how the hell we the Moors? How we the Moors if Moors on the ships? And they identifying the so-called blacks that were already here. So either how could we be there and there at the same time? Because the white man did not know the seas, he needed the Moors. The white man did not know the current, he needed the Moors. The Moors brought them out of brought them into civilization. So they work with them. The Moors work with them. So the Moors and the white man are related. The Moors and the white man are related. So if I'm from them, why they didn't come back and get my ass and bring me back to my land? Why didn't they come back and get me back to my land where I belong in Africa if I come from Africa? And why the people in Africa don't know me? And why the people in Africa don't want to know me? Make it make sense, people. Make it make sense. Make it clear, people. Things that make you go home. Things that make you go home. Things that make you go home. Yeah. Yeah. I remember that. I remember when Arsenio Hall was doing that. I want people to understand this. Arsenio Hall. You know what I'm saying? So why didn't they come back and get you? If they took you from a land and they colonized you and they took you are prisoners. So where are the Zulu tribes? Where are all these people, these big time warriors? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Why they ain't come get your ass? And you can ask these people right now, shout out to Smoke Signal, you can ask the people right now that reside in Africa, they know nothing of the Atlantic slave trade. They don't know. And every time you guys talk about, oh, well, it's written, it's on record, it's written, it's on record. Well, then we can sit here and tell you this, that the cartoon images, the paintings, America has recorded everything in history. America recorded the ovens, the slaughter of the Jewish people. America recorded Hitler. America recorded the Titanic. America recorded the Civil Wars. America recorded the Confederacy. America recorded everything. But you mean that they didn't record us on the ships? You think we stupid or dumb? They didn't have cameras back then. They didn't have cameras, but yes, they did. Yes, they did. You are some gullible people. Because if they didn't have cameras back then, How they able to show George Washington pictures? If they didn't have a camera back then, how they could tell you who the presidents was? Oh Lord, how can they tell you? How can they tell you who these people look like? And they won't show you the colony of Louisiana. They don't show you the people that was in the governor's mansion. The people that was in the governor's mansion were all people of color. They had presidents with melanated skin that they don't talk about. Prince talk about it today. Prince talk about these things today. On recorded, on past things, past videos, Prince were talking about what about the presidents that they never talked about. Rest in peace to Prince. But you're going to tell me I come from another land. You're going to tell me that I belong to Africa. Where do I belong in Africa? But you can tell me, you can swab me, and the DNA can get so close to the people that's around you, that's next to you. Well, then why the hell that a person can take a lizard and swab a lizard and say that that lizard don't belong to Europe, that the lizard belong right here in South America? We have been fooled. And I am tired of being the whipping stick of all people. I am tired of the lies of that the colonizer. You are the same, the African, Pan-African people. You are worse than the white people. The Moors, you are worse than the white people. You colonizing us now. You want to keep us in our lower vibration. You want to keep us believing in something that is not factual and something that's not true. All skin folks ain't kin folks. All skin folks are not Enochs, you know. Enochs, you know. All skin folks are not kin folks. It's time for us to do away with all that shit. Fuck Africa. Fuck all the other black nations. Let's love our nation, Turtle Island, because we all we got. We all we got, and I don't give a damn. And I'm not talking about all Africans and all Jamaicans. Fuck the ones who think the shit the most about us. Because to be honest with you, most of the Caribbean people are our people. Most of the people in the Caribbean are our people. But they so damn poisoned in the mind, they don't even understand that. Because at one time, that them Caribbean people were connected to Turtle Island. Renee, you see, they don't want to get down to talk about how the fact that them islands were connected to America. Them people are our people. Whether they like it or not, them people down there in South America are our people. But they have been so far gone, you can't help everybody. You can't help people. So if they want to be divided and they don't like us, we all we got. We all we got. I ain't got time to be loving other people who don't love me. I'm sick of this shit. Loving all these folks. All these folks got nothing. We lazy. I can't, my people, our women took care of other children that did not belong to them, family. Our children got neglected because the white woman didn't take care of her own children, because the melanated man and woman had to take care of families that did not belong to them. Some of our women had to breastfeed these white babies. There's not a woman on this planet that has suffered like the woman in America. Because you're mistaken to believe otherwise. Some of their children were being neglected, couldn't even breastfeed their own children because they breastfeeding white babies. It's crazy. You can sit there and talk about our people and talk about all the suffering that we took colonizing, reforming our names. Taking the names of the original people and multiple names, flipping our names multiple times. Have your nation, have you ever went through this, Jewish people? African people, have you been through this? Haitian people, have you been through this? Now, Mexican people, have you been through this? Native Americans, Siberian, Mongoloid, have you been through this? Only our people have been reclassified because we are the most special people in the world. But you don't see it. Sister Smith in the house. But you don't see it. Religion and politics is our worst enemy. Charles Johnson in the house. My brother Charles Johnson in the house. Halito. Politics. Politics and religion. And then you guys want to tell me when the Democrat Party was the party of the KKK and is the party of the KKK. And the Republican Party, which used to be the party of the Republic, that used to be the party of the Aborigine people. And then you have some of these Republicans, some of these Democrats who switched over to become Republic, and they made themselves conservative. The NRA, the gun laws had nothing to do with white people. The gun laws had nothing to do with white people. The Black Panther Party came up with the NRA. The NRA was designed to protect people of color. The NRA gun laws was for people to fight against the police in the military. And that had nothing to do with white people. Europeans was not the ones who had burning crosses on their lawn. Europeans was not the ones being beat the hell out of in the streets. The NRA was invented for us to defend ourselves. We were under the Republic, not the Republican, the party of the Republic that was trying to be a part of something. Because we were not allowed to be Democrat. And as time went on, you have people that have switched parties. And then the NRA turned against us because white people had money. Money is the rule to all evil. The CEO of the NRA became white. The Black Panther Party became white. When you talk about who was controlling these parties, it became white. Everything, when you talk about Black Lives Matter, it was all started with melanin people. And now it's ran by white people. So everything that you start, they finish. And they hijack. You have to understand that they have hijacked many things from us. Many things that we create, they hijack. They hijack the music. Elvis Presley. Many of Motown greatest hits were hijacked. And the same thing with things that we start. Every law that we start, they hijack. Every time there's a law for people of color, then you got the women's have to be a part of it. The white woman have to be a part of our law. The gay community have to be a part of our law. If they give us something, everybody see when an Asian American get a law, nobody gets to get a part of that law. It's all for the Asian people. It's all for the Asian people. When Europeans get a law passed for them, it's all for the Europeans. When gay people get a law that's passed for them, it's for them. But you got to understand, it's not. See, gay people don't understand. It doesn't apply to all gays. The dark complexion gays, they don't treat the same as the white complexion gays. That's why these dumbass gay people believe that they're equal. A lot of them believe that they're equal. They believe that they're equal. America, no matter what color of your skin, you're not equal, family. You're not on the same playing field. You want to be on the same playing field, but you're not. So I'm going to let my brother, I'm going to mute my mic. I've been sitting here waiting for this brother to get on the panel, and I'll be like, God damn, it taking you a damn time. Y'all know this brother, my co-host, 504 Indigenous Warrior, what took you so damn long? Yeah, brother. Are you there, brother? 504 Indigenous Warrior, are you there? Well, I'm just going to mute his mic. You're never going to understand, family. You're never going to
Hey, what's up,
understand.
bro? You can hear me
You're
now?
never going to understand. You think that you are equal because you got the right to vote.
Hey,
Because you
brother, can you hear
believe
me?
that you have the right to vote. Give me 1 second. Could you drop the link of Big Dog Philly want to get on the link?
Hey, can you hear me though?
I can hear
Peanut?
you, bro. I can hear you.
Oh,
Drop the link for Big Dog. Drop the link for Big Dog Philly, bro.
all right, bet. I just wanted to make sure you was able to hear me, brother,
I'm
because
a
I was
mute.
trying to
I'm a
see.
mute the mic. I'm a mute the mic while you guys come on. I'm a mute the mic because I gotta step out for a second, use the bathroom. So just give me a
All
second.
right, I'm finna drop the link for now.
Give us 1 second. Okay, the brother is dropping the link in a few seconds. You guys, you take over 504 Indigenous Warrior.
You have to add Big Dog Philly to the live though, bro. I want to talk to you. He have to add Big Dog Philly to the live though. How you go? I can't. I ain't got that power to add him to the live. He have to add him. I got a certain amount of stuff I can do.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
hear you now, brother.
I hear you
All right.
loud and clear, my brother.
You
Loud and
just
clear.
504. You went in silent. You supposed to keep the show going on, brother.
How could I keep something going on? I told you to add Big Dog Philly to the live. And second of all, I'm
But
trying to make sure I know what the hell. I don't know what the topic was about. I just can't come in here rambling. I need to know what the
well,
hell you're talking about.
all right. Well, tell them what I'm talking about, Big Dog Philly. I know you've been on here for a minute, so y'all go ahead. You take over, Big Dog Philly, for a second.
Yeah, I got you, my brother.
Yeah, we got I'm trying to figure out what you were saying, Big Dog, because I came
Yeah,
in the
he
butt, the butt of it, and I don't want to just come in rambling.
yeah, he was basically talking about the foreigners that's coming in and putting the bad names on us,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
taking the
yeah,
side of
yeah.
the system, my brother. Much
Oh
grand rising,
yeah.
much love, much respect. And then he
No,
was
same to
also
you.
talking about the
Same to you,
self-hate
brother.
between each other. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, you know what's crazy, and that's getting out. It ain't even just the self hate, but amongst each other. It's the self hate amongst themselves first, because some of them are looking at themselves in the mirror and not accepting it and not satisfied with what they see in the mirror. So they feel like at the end of the day, if they go bleach their skin and stuff like that, they're gonna get acceptance from the people they want to. You see what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, it ain't cool. You gotta accept. You gotta be. Yes, I did. You gotta be. What you call that? In touch and love yourself for who yourself is. Because ain't nobody. If you don't love yourself, nobody else gonna love you. Stop looking. What's wrong with our people? We always looking for an acceptance from the other folks. Fuck that, man. You want the same. You want them to. You ain't satisfied until they give you your approval. You move in their neighborhood, they still don't approve you. So why you looking for other motherfuckers to validate you? Our people is the worst at that shit, man.
Yeah, and I just want to say, like the brother Chief touched on, and I always touched on it. Our people with the religion and the politics, they don't want to let them two go. They want to keep believing something in the sky is going to save us. When if we don't band together, we're gonna be doomed. We got to come
And,
together. That's the
exactly.
only
Right.
thing that's going to save us.
That's just like one day, brother. That's just like one day. I grew up in the church. I'm not gonna lie. I grew up in the church. I was singing in the choir and all this bullshit. And once I found out I was being lied to and shit like that, there, and I found out this shit ain't nothing but a hustle. You got to pay to pray, and all this other shit that wasn't adding up. And the pastor got damn near ATM machine every end of the damn church and all this. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, okay. Once I started asking my parent, he was just a pastor of a church, certain questions, I couldn't come to church no more. So that what made me start going deep. I'm like, man, fuck religion, nigga. Fuck that Bible. Fuck all that shit, man. Because
Yeah,
at the end of the motherfucking day, I believe in me and who in my household. And that's all. Their opinion, the only ones that fucking matter. Everybody else kick rocks. That's
yeah,
how I
and I
feel.
just
Fuck.
just say shout out to Chief Peanut and my brother Greedy Vegan because they be spitting that fire, man. I make sure I always support them brothers, man. When
Oh
Chief
yeah. Oh
and
yeah. Yeah.
Greedy is
Yeah.
on, they be spitting that fire, man. I
Oh
appreciate
yeah,
you,
I come
Chief.
over there. I be over there in
Yeah,
greeting chat. I be over there in y'all chat. See, I work
yeah,
2 jobs. See, I work 2 jobs. So I leave from one job and go to my other job I get up at 5 and be at my other job for 6. So y'all be like going, you'll go late one day on your live. You'll be going late. I can catch your shit because I be at work around 9, 10 o'clock at night. Really be hitting the nigga on some other stuff on the cool. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hop in here, see what this guy going to hit y'all over there. One day you had to chin check a motherfucker over there in the live. I said, yeah, I think I'm gonna get up on out of here because I don't like the way this is going. Somebody finna get cussed out real quick. But at the end of the day,
yeah.
though, we
But like
but
real quick,
go ahead.
like I'm giving it right to you, brother. Like Chief always said, it's one of them that's always coming in the chat and trying to get us to believe in religion, trying to get us to
Thanks.
believe we gotta start at City Hall.
They
Y'all
always
got
got, they always telling us, oh, you got to love your enemies. Oh, you got to turn the other cheek. And y'all got to understand that is the reason why we are in a mess right now because
Let me tell you
y'all
something.
y'all believe that turning the other cheek is making you the better person. You're
Let me
trying to
tell you
you have to
something. E.
understand. Go ahead.
Let me tell you something. E. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not in that Bible, and I ain't got no ass, so I ain't turning no other cheek. I'm knocking you the fuck out. I'm not turning shit. Been there and done that. Them days over with, man. I'm not taking no ass whoopings no more. I'm not doing that. I turn no cheeks. I ain't got no. I'm fucking you up on sight because I'm to the point where people are too old to be doing the same motherfucking thing, dog. We ain't got time to keep on telling the same mother the same thing, man. Either you gonna get down or you gonna move around.
Yes, I really believe. Could you guys hear me? You guys can still hear me, huh? Anybody in
Go ahead,
Yeah,
bro.
we hear you
uh,
loud and clear, bro. We hear you
okay, you
loud and
guys
clear.
muted. Okay, you guys muted. Okay, go mute your mic.
I did.
Basically, what I try to tell people all the time is that, you know, we've been dealt with the Jesse Jacksons. We have been dealt with the Al Sharptons. You guys got to understand that these people who we thought that was fighting for us are the reason why we're in our captivity today. They are the reasons why our people are weak today, because they money hungry off the backs of our people. You got to realize not that they are just as worse as the preachers. These politicians, these people who you think standing behind us and fighting, and they're supposed to be the voice of our people. They are the worst for our people. And you guys, look at Messy Jesse. He ran for president of the United States of America. But what Message Jackson, what did he do other than change the names of our people? He came up with the word African American, and that was only 1988. You guys got to understand, that's not too long ago, family. That's only 1988 where he came up with a law to help us go from being color. They were calling our people color. They were calling our people Indian. They were calling our people, even Negro. But then they moved to African, and because even in the 70s, the 60s, they've been trying to call us African. If you go through history, they always tried to link us to Africa, but our people wasn't going for it. There's a lot of our tribes. I have a video out on TikTok, and there's a lot of one of our tribes was dealing with. They were forcing our tribes to say that they was not going to give them any funds, if they would not be able to vote or get any kind of government assistance if they would go with tribal names, if they would become Africa. If they would become Africa, then they could be accepted. And some of the tribes refused, and some of the tribes stayed in their tribe without government money. You guys got to understand, when they talked about the Trail of Tears, you guys, we don't talk about the 500 nations. There were 500 nations. And when you talk about the Mongoloids, and you talk about the Asian Mongoloids, they only acknowledge 6 tribes. They don't talk about the 500 nations. They took that casino money, and then they lied, and they were part of that casino money, and that $5 Indian shit, to where they written us out of history. And you guys got to understand, it's treason. For all this is treason. You have to understand that everything that was given, everything that we originated, they took from. And where are the 500 nations? Where are the 500 tribes, family? And they told you that they died from smallpox. They told you that all these people walked in tears. They told you they walked to Oklahoma. Do you guys understand that walk from Alabama, from Mississippi, and Louisiana? Do you understand what kind of walk that would have been to Oklahoma? They lied to you guys, and you guys believed it. You live in colonies. There were colonies. You guys all lived in a different colony before they became states. And they took each of the colonies, and they one by one were murdering our people, putting out the people that you seen that were on hanging from trees. The people that you saw, you thought they were runaway slaves. No, they didn't. They people didn't dress up for runaway slaves. To had their children there to witness. They were there to witness the people dying, the farmers, the people who owned land, and they
And
took the land. Go ahead,
and
brother.
And brother Peanut, what they also they changed the laws and wordings right in front of our faces.
Right.
You know what I mean? They changed a lot of shit right in front of our faces. And with movies like that root shit. When that root shit came out, nobody was like, "Who the fuck they talking about? We wasn't slaves." And they forced that shit in the school system, and they forced it in our heads, and had us wearing dashikis and shit.
My brother, think about this. You just brought up something. When Roots was made, think about it, it was in the early 80s, in the 79, like 78, going into the 80s. That was the time when Jesse Jackson was starting to get power, brother. He was
Yes,
starting
sir.
to get power. So you got to understand, this was
I was 18 and 19 years old, my brother. Go
yes,
ahead.
when during this time, and you and I, I'm 47, so you ain't that, older than me. So
Yeah, I'm 50. I'm 50.
you do remember that during this time, my brother, that they all of a sudden when Rodney King doing the Rodney King riots, then you started to see African medallions. You start seeing people start to wear the different. They were promoting more African, but during the early 80s, you didn't see too much of it. The 70s, you didn't see too much of Africa being promoted. During the late 80s, going into the 90s, they start pushing African beliefs on us. They start pushing more slave movies. We never, you never seen so many slave movies until you start seeing the 90s, the 80s, going up into the 2000s. They've been trying to keep you in the circle that you are a slave. They made more money off of making you believe that you're a slave. All you Negroes got excited because of the Black Panther. And I understand a lot of you guys say that had nothing to, that had nothing to do. That was right here in America. I understand that. But you guys you get so happy when they give us something, and they give us a movie, you're happy. They give us a holiday, Juneteenth, you're happy. You, I don't want no fucking holiday, sir. I don't want no holiday. I want my land. I want my land back. I want the 49 acres in a mule that deserves to us. I don't want no fucking reparations. That if they give us $1 billion reparation, and you got $1 billion people, over $1 billion something people or more, how much you think you're gonna get out of it? You're gonna get $100 a piece? You guys don't know what you're doing. You're getting crackers crumbs. And you want to believe that they love you because they gave you a holiday. They love you. They gave the Asians billions of dollars for just a hate crime. They're giving lesbians and gays money for just hate crimes. They're giving white women money for just being a woman. Jewish people getting money and they're not even a part of this country. They're treating you like you're a foreigner in your own land. They're giving money to immigrants to come here, free scholarships off of your tax dollars to
Yeah, off
become
our
doctors and
benefits. Yep.
lawyers.
Big facts.
Caribbean people coming over here, getting scholarships to become doctors and lawyers. They're opening up business. The Arabs opening up businesses, grocery stores in your communities. In your community, sir. I'm sorry I'm passionate like this, Big Dog feeling, but it
I
hurts
love
me.
it, my brother. I love it. Keep going,
It
brother.
hurts
That's
me.
why I came up. You,
It
you, you
hurts
and
me.
you and Greedy say the things that I can't, verbally get out. I feel them in my heart, but y'all more articulate at putting it
It
out.
it's just sad, brother, because when we look at these things, and Greedy is my dog. That's my brother,
I
and
already know.
and it's just sad that
Same
when
here.
we sit here and we think about these things, we don't realize, and then the poor so-called blacks, the dudes who want to be dead and they want to call themselves African, then they come with Pan-Africanism. Then they don't want to bring the Moors in religion. Everything's that the Moors got to be connected to religion.
And, and,
If you're going,
and Chief, Let me
Go
ask
ahead.
you this: what pride is it in being a slave?
I
That's my
don't get it.
question.
I
Exactly.
don't get it. And
What
when we
pride do you have in yourself
when
with the
we
slave
disconnect
mentality?
ourselves from when
It's
brothers
no
like
pride.
you, when brothers like you and I try to debunk that theory, then it seems like, oh, you just see they're not gonna give us nothing because of brothers like you. You letting our struggle go away. You giving away our struggle. Y'all stupid. Y'all foolish. Y'all they never gonna accept us. You dumb fool. They never gonna give you what you want. You dumbass. I don't
And
know
dig
what
and
is
dig
wrong
this.
with them.
The Congress have already said they're not giving reparations for no slavery story. You got to do better than that.
They
Go ahead,
telling
my
you
brother.
this. What is that guy name who looked like he's dying on with the Republican guy, senator out of Kentucky? The Mc, not McCain, he did. The other
Mitch
one out of
McDonald, Mitch McConnell,
Mitch
Mitch
McConnell.
McConnell.
Mitch McConnell. See, this is why I try to educate my brothers and sisters about. Oh, I'm for Trump. Oh, I'm for Biden. Do y'all understand how old these folks are? That Mitch McConnell was a Democrat, and he switched over to the Democrat Party in the early '80s. He became a Republican from being a Democrat. Do you understand that many of them switched over with Ronald Reagan? Do y'all understand that even Donald Trump was a Democrat who was in the wedding with the Clintons? I don't trust in none of them, brother. None of them have my values. Trump did not want our people to work in his hotels. He didn't want. Go look at their backgrounds. This dude, Joe Biden, wrote a crime bill against our people. Wrote a crime bill against our people. Incarcerated our people. They've been destroying the minds of our people for years. They didn't want us to ride. They was
Big facts,
against us
brother.
with
I
busing.
agree with everything you just said.
How could you
Everything.
believe that a white man would
Big
have the
facts.
best interest for you? How could you believe that, sir? How could you believe that for many times, that they have been letting us down? Then you're going to put this okey doke African American in office, this
And,
okey doke African American office who did nothing for our people, but sit
and,
there and look, just sit there and talk intelligent because he went to Harvard. This
and
dude
Chief,
here
and Chief,
was nothing for our people.
and dig this. The same people, that they didn't want to give us no health care. They did not want to
No,
give the people no health care. Then all of
no.
a sudden they want to give you a jab. Fuck you and your health care and your jab. Our people don't see it. They didn't want to give us health care. They didn't want to
Oh my
lower the
God.
oh
They
listen, they didn't want to lower the cost of medication. Congress voted 6 years in a row to keep the medications at a high rate. And our people still want to believe in that shit.
it's crazy. It's crazy. They had many Walter Pleckers. Many of these mad scientists out here. They all of a sudden they wanna stop they want abortion to stop because they know that they children that white women are not having babies. See, they need to tell you the truth. See, people of color are having babies, but the white women are not having babies. Mexicans are having babies. See, they're afraid that this country is going to be, and I have to tell you, brother, that they're afraid that it's going to be brown and melanated, brother. And they're afraid. So that what they're doing, this is the reason why that they denied the Haitians to come to America in droves when Haiti had that thing that happened to them, the quakes and stuff that happened to them, when they denied Haiti to come here, and they trying to get the other country. What the name of this other country they trying to get over here?
Well, they called the melanated countries the shithole countries. They've been
Yes,
calling them
yes,
all
yes.
from the '60s back,
They're trying
and
to
they
get
let
this.
and they let all these other foreigners from everywhere else come over here. Go ahead, my brother, you got
They're trying to get this. What they call this? The Ukraine. They want Ukrainian women
it.
here to procreate You guys don't understand. They can't control their own
And the
women.
ones in the Middle East, because right before the Ukrainians, they let them Pakistanians or Afghanians, whatever
They
they had that war in the
they
Middle East. So
when
they
set
flooded a bunch of them over too. Go ahead, brother, you got it.
when their worst nightmare was they mixed with our people. And when they mix with our people, the white women don't want to go back to the white men. Okay? They don't want to go back to the white men. So now either they're not going to have babies or they're not going to be with a white man. So now they're trying to do is they're trying to get foreigner white women to come in and procreate with the white men. This is their plan. This is a master plan because they want you to they want you to eliminate your babies. And I keep telling you, young ladies, I am about procreating. Now, if you're being raped, it's a difference. I'm about not aborting. I'm always be like that. Okay? Now, if you've been raped, that's a different thing. But I believe you lay in your bed, you made your bed, you should lay in it. That's it. But I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not going to stop you. If you want to abort your children, you do what you want. That's your body. But my belief system is belief because I am an Aborigine person, because I believe in procreation, because I believe in nature. I don't believe that we should be aborting our offspring because you got to understand that the more that we abort our offspring is the more that we are eliminating our race of people. We have more young melanated people who are dealing with mixing. And the more we keep doing it, the more we're eliminating ourselves. Okay? So we're playing with fire, and it is what it is. And I want you guys to understand these things. These niggas got to be twin spirits. It's quite enjoyable seeing how they reach these agreements. The big dog Philly and Peanut, go figures. Oh wow! All right, smoke signal, yo
Yeah,
ass.
much love to the people. You already know, Smoke. I had to come up here and support my brother. You already
Well,
know.
you know, I hear you. But we gonna speak. We gonna you got to remember we OGs. We OGs, and we're not gonna never get because the way we speak, we're never going to get the audience that other people get. We're not going to have 200 something people in these chats because we're taught because there's a lot of guilty motherfuckers in the community, and we're hit. They want to be a part of the Aborigine party. They want to be a part of us, but they don't want to be fully a part of us. They don't want to live the truth. And they don't want see. They're afraid because we're pointing out too much of the real shit. You want to be a part of us because of the name and because of the cause, but you don't want to live the truth. Thomas in the house, and there's a lot of brothers and sisters who don't want to eat right. I just wanted, and I announced on Facebook, and I announced on I'm no longer a diabetic. I want to let you guys know that I went to the doctor yesterday, and they were shocked that I turned around my A1C. I went from a 14 to a 7. I am no longer a diabetic. I am borderline. I still ain't out the water. I can go right back. But all of the work that I did, I'm
Congratulations, my
here.
brother.
Yes. And because of guys like you, me talking to you, and for those who go into, there's nothing that you cannot accomplish. Okay? You guys watch me on my channel, and you guys watch me, and y'all seen my face. Y'all see how shriveled up I was. I got up on, but I know some of y'all thought I had a disease. Probably some of y'all thought I had cancer. Probably thought I had HIV around this bitch. Y'all don't know what's wrong with people. Yeah, but I had sugar diabetes, and it was eating me up, family. I went from 253 pounds to 165 pounds, and I did that in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I dropped all that weight. And I was alone in a dark place. I cried because I had just lost my mother not too long of cancer. I cried because I lost my blood father from cancer. I lost my sister from cancer. So I thought that I was going to get, I thought I had cancer too. But all along, I was misdiagnosed. And they told me I had told you guys that I had low potassium. And they had misdiagnosed me. She didn't even check for sugar. So I had to fire that doctor. I don't believe in the doctors too, big dog Philly. But for major issues, I get checked out for. Just for major
Yeah,
issues.
I got to get checked out too because I'm a
Yeah,
vet. You know, for them to
yeah,
keep my benefits going. But
yes.
yeah, I
And
wanted to say my story is
it's
just like yours, my brother.
yeah,
Go ahead, finish.
it's always good to know. It's always good to know because if I didn't go to that physical because I'm a truck driver, I would be dead, Peanut Nola 504. I wouldn't even be known, I wouldn't be on here talking to you guys. But I cried, fellas and young ladies. I cried. I was so insecure with the way I looked. I was so scared to put myself on camera. But I faced my demons. I didn't care what nobody think about me. I came on and y'all saw me. I couldn't even see. I was so blind. I couldn't even see. I had glasses on. I couldn't see. And now I got my eyesight back. I can see. And I went through. So y'all didn't see me doing a lot of content because I was going through it. I was going through it, family. So I just want you to understand. You never know what people are going through. You never understood what people are going through because I was going through it bad, but you guys kept me strong because every time I came on the panel, none of you guys said a bad thing about me. None of you guys said anything bad about me. I heard some people say, "Oh, Chief, you lost some weight," but none of you guys judge me, and you guys
Yeah,
uplifted
I
me.
did. You ain't shit, Pete Chief. But go ahead. I'm just fucking with
But you can say that because you know you talk to me all the time, you bastard. But anyway, we got to you got to understand that I had to be a testimony to myself, and I had to be real with myself, and I had to come in and show you guys that no matter what was going wrong, that Chief gonna stay in strong. And ain't nothing wrong with it crying, brother. I cried, man. I was hurt. I wasn't healthy, Pony Locks.
Hey, let
You
me
know what I'm
say
saying?
this real quick, my brother. You know, like I said, your story is just like my story. You know, very similar. You know, my mother had 13 children. She has outlived 11 of her children. She got two living children left. Myself, the two babies. All the rest of my family has died from different diseases, man. You
Wow.
know, and it's crazy. My mom, 88, still going, energized the bunny, man. And that's why I take care of myself because I want to be there for my mother.
I
You know what I
remove,
mean?
look, sir, I removed the sugar out of my life. I moved all the sugar products. I had removed a lot, all that bread, all that
And I was
starches,
overweight too, my brother. I
potatoes.
had lost a lot of pounds. Us losing that weight saved our life.
Yes,
If we would have
I,
stayed
I'm 200
obese,
pounds
we
now. I'm
still would
200
have we would
pounds.
have had a heart attack or something,
Yeah,
brother. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm
Much
200
respect.
pounds. I'm 200 pounds now. They did the scale, but it's not because of all that meat. I was overdoing the meat, man. I was eating all the ribs and eating all that damn all the steaks and shit. I eliminated that now, and
Yeah,
now
I already know.
I'm
Shit,
eating
three
all the
meals a
fresh.
day. That's hey, Chief. They
Yes,
that.
call that 3 meals in a day. Healthy meals.
My
eating all the fresh fish.
so check this out. My wife. Well, let me tell y'all something, fam. A while back, Big Dog Philly made a statement saying you don't have to get. Well, we're dealing with cancer. I just figured something out. That's a known fact dealing with cancer. My wife have two people that's close to us that had cancer. I mean, had cancer. Yes, Mr. That one guy named Mr. Modi. He was taking radiate chemo and all that, bro. He was on his way out of here. His wife, I'm gonna tell y'all what she used because we found, but don't tell nobody outside. This stays among the melanated people. Because if I tell you, when you find a lot of people find out this, they're gonna try to change their ingredients to it, and you know how the game goes. Because when you start using this, you eliminate the hospitals and your bills. Because let me tell you something, is money is more money in treatment than cure. So Mr. Morley's a guy my wife take care of. He had cancer. his wife started giving him cow piss. I know it sounds crazy, but when you look up what cow piss, listen to me. If you look up what it does and what it cures and what diseases it cures, you're gonna thank me later. This man was on his dying bed. He started drinking that, man. 3 months later, he has no more cancer. Gone.
Well,
No more
look, look, look.
cancer.
When you on your dying dead brother, I try anything. So cow piss
And
won't
guess
be in the
what?
inception.
But you know, that's the first person I seen take it and survive. My daughter'
Right.
best friend mother, she was dying of cancer, breast cancer. My wife told her about it. Guess what? She went brought it, and guess what? They had started making bracelets, started raising money for the lady Miss Sonia. Guess what? She was taking the stuff. She no longer has cancer. She's cancer free.
Hey, dig this.
Wow.
I put it to you like this. I smell horse manure and horse piss every day because I'm in the smack of the country.
So that's
Look,
two people I
I want.
know for a fact. That's two people I know for a fact that beat the odds of cancer by doing that. And guess what? When you look it up, the people in India also uses it for the same thing.
I agree with you. Look, that's probably true. But I want to read this. Renee was talking about. Renee brought up that she has the other drug side of y'all story. She said when she tried, I think she was saying dark side. She has hypertension. Yes, I dealt with hypertension, and guess what? Because I changed my life with diabetes, I'm no longer dealing with high blood pressure. So I do agree with you. You deal with one mindset, it changes the other.
Yeah, our people, they want to believe the FDA is this meat is good, but they poison us through the meats, the vegetables, and the fruits. But I'd rather eat the fruits and vegetables. They're
Right,
easier to go
right.
through to your body. Your body
Because
processes them faster.
and people and
Yes.
people don't understand. You got to look at it like this. Yes, Dr. Sebi cured also two cancer patients without medication. You see what I'm saying?
That's
So
Yeah,
that's
with
and
correct.
natural herbs.
there you
Natural
go.
herbs.
And so you got to remember, before it was medicine, we was already healing ourselves from the earth. You see what I'm saying?
Natural herbs. Yes,
So
sir.
with that,
That's big
so with that,
facts.
so with that being said, they are what they are doing is pushing drugs and chemo on us because the more they push it on you, that's the more money the hospital make. They charge off the insurance. It's back and forward situation. But what they're
The
not gonna tell you,
FDA, brother. Food
yeah,
Drug Administration.
and I remember
Food and drugs.
anything they approve is not good for you. It's the opposite. You see what I'm
I
saying?
want y'all. I want y'all to take
Exactly.
the time to talk to the ancestors of healing our brother. Because I am a spiritual person and I'm not into the sky daddy, but I'm a nature person. So talk to the ancestors for this brother, Thomas Dotson. He lost his mother-in-law, to the same condition of cancer, and that's a hurting thing when you love a person. You know what I'm saying? Because I lost my mother. People don't remember, but it's been now going on 3 years now. So I know that's like to a lot of people like that's gone, but you never lose that. You never lose that grievance part. But you remember one thing, that your ancestors is not dead, and I want y'all to remember this. That you live, it's called a shell. The body that you live in right now, you're born in this shell. You're born to die, okay? And until you get to that
Yeah.
moment in your life to understand that you're borrowing your body. Your body is a shell, and that there's a spirit life, okay? That there's a spirit life that you live in spirit, in truth, okay? So you never truly die. I want all you guys to realize
Yeah.
that.
The body
None of us,
doesn't. The body does, but the spirit doesn't.
when you go to sleep, a lot of you guys don't know. When y'all go to sleep, you leaving the body. You having a body. You actually losing.
Astral plane.
Yeah, you leave your body every time you go to sleep. Okay, so I want you guys to understand that when you go into surgery, if somebody's having surgery on you, you actually leaving the body. My mother told me one time that she was having surgery and she could see the doctors working on her. Okay, so if you really tap into your real self, your higher energy, you'll realize that you are not dead. None of you guys will never die. All that stuff that they're telling you to fear death, to fear this and fear that, please don't do it, y'all. Don't fear death. Okay, and also, Pony Lots also lost her mother to cancer. That's another one of our matriarchs that lost to her mother to cancer. So this
My
now cancer,
condolences, everyone.
yeah, cancer been doing a job on our people, and it's all about how we eat. One of the sisters, and you remember our Big Dog Philly, I went on Greedy Vegan channel, and one of the sisters went off on me, was very upset with me because I was trying to give them, trying
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
to
I
share.
remember.
Yeah, and that sister went off on me, cursed me out, called me all kinds of names, and saying that I'm a preacher because I'm trying to uplift my people to teach them to do better in their life. Trying to teach them not to go where I was going. I ended up with diabetes, and I was trying to tell them another way. And that sister went in on me. Okay, so you got to understand that some people don't want us to change. Some people don't want us to change. Okay, I think Osam is in the house.
But yeah, that's what I
So
was trying to tell people. Like at the end of the day, bro. Yes, that's why when they say the body is a temple, that is a true statement because what you put in your body
Sister
is
Smith
going.
lost her mother, lost her mama in February to cancer.
And
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
God,
I'm
Sanera
sorry, y'all. I'm sorry,
Smith.
y'all. I just found this information out because I was doing a trial test with my wife first to see if the stuff was really working. But when you look it up, it tells you all. It cure uh, eczema, cancer, all kind of stuff. The disease cure all kind of stuff.
Well,
And
okay, that's ironic you say that. Now listen, the piss, the piss actually defeat the cancer, but the milk actually giving you cancer. Okay, the piss is killing the cancer, and the milk is giving you cancer. All that mucus,
Big
all that
facts, Chief.
see
Big
see
facts.
see you got if you stop drinking the milk products that don't belong eating animal, because y'all gotta understand that milk is for their calves.
Yeah.
You're getting their calves are getting so many different types of weight that they have to make their calves. So why do you think a cow is so big? They need them nutrients from a cow. You ain't supposed to be drinking no damn cow milk. They got pus in that milk. They got urine and feces in that milk. So
Big
it's
facts.
amazing that you're drinking that shit
And
and
they
the
lied.
urine is not, yeah, why it's
And
not
they
killing
lied
your
and said it
cancer?
was healthy for our bones. It's not healthy for our
It's
that's
bones
some
not
because
healthy
it
for
bullshit
gives
your
too.
us
Let me
bones.
tell you
cancer.
what. I'm living
It is
proof.
not
Big
healthy
I'm
for
facts.
your
living.
bones.
I'm living proof that shit doesn't make your bones stronger. Guess what? I got off the bottle at 1.5, almost 2 years old. I haven't drunk milk since I was 2 years old, and I'm 37. And I'm still strong, and I'm still got both of my legs and my arms, and I work 2 jobs every fucking day. So where does it make your body strong at?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
lied to the people. That's all I was saying. They lied.
it causes nothing but diarrhea for me. It
Hey,
causes
K,
nothing
Diarrhea.
but
And
ache
and and it
pains,
and it put the mucus in our body. That's what gives us the
mucus in
mucus
your
that turns
body
into
build
mucus.
up, and
so that
nobody
means
wants to
y'all
hear
know
this.
anything dealing with dairy, because milk is dairy. Anything dealing with dairy, if you cut that,
Cheese,
you can cut that out. Because guess what? And also, what you don't know is if you take a lemon and a lime, eat both of them. Guess what you're gonna do? Eliminate inflammation in your chest.
right, right. And people get and you get gas. You notice your ass be so stinky. You're farting off all this nasty gas that's inside of you, and you're not clean. This is why you guys have to get a colon cleanse. You got to be able to cleanse your body. You have to let all these toxins out. Vegetables is the best way to go. Cauliflower, broccoli, all these things flush your body. These are things that you need to do to. You got to flush them with vegetables. That's why you eat greens, collard greens, and all these stuff. This stuff flushes your body.
Did
Shout
I
out
tell
to
you earlier
Franz.
when you called me earlier? What I told you, I said, man, come on, you interrupted my salad and my chicken flank because remember we have today it was 108 degrees out here. You see what I'm saying? In Houston, it was 108 today, maybe 107. But in this kind of weather, it's not good to be eating no ribs and hamburgers and no steaks and all that shit. It's not good around this time because your ass will be in the hospital. It ain't good to be eating no pork because you'll be in the hospital. Because your ass gonna have a clogged artery or something. Something gonna mess you up. That red meat gonna mess your body up. You know how long it takes for beef to digest through the body?
And I know some of you guys like all that sugar, but don't you know that sugar is the highest cause of our death? We're not living long, you guys. There are alternate ways to use sweeteners. I know sweeteners are bad, but I'd rather eat a little sweetener than eating all that sugar. You guys got to start with somewhere. You guys got to train yourself away from all of the sugar and get natural sugar, like from your fruits, natural sugars, from your honey. You guys got to move away from the things that are killing ourselves. And we don't understand these things, but we want these things. And don't you know that sugar is a drug? Sugar is a drug worse than any drug on our planet. Sugar is a drug.
Hey, they ain't gonna believe us until their doctor tell them, Chief. Once their
If
doctor tell them,
once
then
they
they'll
doctor
then they'll
tell
think
them,
about making some changes.
they need a doctor to tell them because they want to live a certain way. They want to live a certain way. They don't understand that when you eat hot dogs are combinations of all kinds of pieces of nasty. You're getting. I want to say what they say manure. They're mixing all kinds of different types of processed foods and they're putting it all together, and that's what you're eating. And we just been accustomed to loving everything. Shout out to Zoe, hustler. You guys gotta understand. Natural sugar cane is, a lot of people don't know. That's the way to go. You go to natural sugar. The people from Louisiana know. For those who know, from Louisiana, we grow our own sugar cane fields. Do you? That's the kind of sugar that you're supposed to really be dealing with. A lot of people don't know that though. Okay, but we're supposed to deal with natural sugar cane, not stuff that these people been experimenting on our people for a long time.
Big
We're
facts,
not
brother. Big
Muslims
facts.
or Christians, but pork is poison. It is. Go get you a Sprite or a 7 Up and get you a pork chop and spray that pork chop with that Coke or Sprite. That pork chop gonna turn maggots gonna come out of that pork chop. I'm gonna do an example right on the channel, and I'm gonna show y'all how they come right on out. That pork chop, nothing but maggots fly out of it. From this, a Sprite and the acid pulls it out. And you guys gotta understand, we only telling you, we're not here, we're not your daddies, we're not your mamas. We look, half of you guys are gonna let this shit go out of one ear. We ain't there to tell you what to do. We're just telling you our situation. We're not here to colonize you to tell you what you gotta do. You're a grown ass man. You're a grown ass woman. So when your ass on your knees and you got on them IVs in your arm and you're crying and they taking your kidneys down and they shutting your ass down and you wonder when you heard Big Dog Philly tell you about using more herbs and when you heard the brother Peanut Nola 504 Chief Peanut tell you about his situation, when you heard 504 Indigenous Warrior tell you about his situation, don't act like we
Yeah,
didn't
when
tell
you
you.
had the brother Greedy Vegan telling you about his situation.
And the brother Greedy Vegan, who else have a name Greedy Vegan? He's telling you he's a nutritionist. He's
Shout
telling
out to
you
my brother.
the way to eat. And you guys just think that we here to tell you what to do. Look, a hard head nigga, soft ass. We got to this age because we was hard headed and we made some poor choices in our life. So we're telling you where not to go. So if you're younger than us, we're telling you to take an example on where not to go. Because we were young at one time too. And we're still young men. We're not
And,
old
and
men.
and let me say this, my brother. Health is wealth. If as long as you're healthy, you can
Right.
make as much money as you possibly can. Health is
Yeah,
wealth.
New
We
Orleans
don't
got
get
sugar
taught that
canes
enough.
all over it, Thomas. New Orleans, Louisiana, Lafayette, Louisiana, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We full of sugar cane. And we used to take the cane out the yard and we'll skin the cane and we be eating on the cane. I remember my partner grandfather, Mr. Nolan. Mr. Nolan used to grow sugar cane in the yard, and we would eat sugar cane for snacks. We didn't have no real sugar. They didn't give us no real sugar. He used to give us sugar cane off his tree, and that's what we. And guess what? We wasn't running around like we got Ritalin inside of us. We were running around like we got like we crazy. We because that was natural sugar, and we got to understand this that that the Most High is nature, not this God in the sky. The Most High is nature. So everything that you define with nature comes right back at your ass. The nature gives you weed. Weed is not a drug. It's only humans who come up with crack cocaine, who make shit that they come to invent. All these other drugs are man-made. Anything that's from a plant comes from the earth. So what you don't understand is a lot of us have went on and invented things, and that's why we're dying. We're not using the stuff that Mother Nature gives us. We have walked away from Mother Nature. And you know what I'm talking about, Sagittarius Jones. Shout
Yes,
out to the
sir.
brother Sagittarius Jones in the house.
Much love, brother. Much love.
We have
Much
moved
love to
away.
everybody.
We moved away from nature, Big Dog Philly. And the problem is, that's why I tell you, your God is nature. What you can't survive without the sun. That's why when people got cancer, tell cancer patients to go outside. The best thing for them to do is be in the sun. The sun gives them energy. You are melanin people, so you have to be outside. Your ass inside all day long in a bed. What you think a bed gonna do you? You're gonna get bed sores. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna die slow deaths. And you guys gotta understand that if we were on slave ships, that would be just like having bed sores. You gotta imagine you chained up next to each other, and Big Dog's Philly gonna shit on me, and I'm gonna shit on him. Big Dog Philly gonna piss on me. He can't help himself because we all chained together. And the woman who pony locks gonna have a ministration. She gonna bleed on us. Okay, so you're gonna tell me that for 3 months that all of that's gonna go on, and you're not gonna, and we're gonna just be. So we must be supernatural. We're gonna survive such a trip without the natural waters, without having to equip food for 3 months. You guys gotta be stupid and dumb to believe in these laughable theories. Understand why do all that when I can lose half of my stock and I can go to America with weapons and take each colony and colonize them and bring my religion and my ways in my Bible and colonize each area until I get to each area and keep getting and keep going.
Bring their religion and their governments
Right,
and control the
right.
people.
It is crazy. Everybody would be dead, family. So you gotta make it make sense. And then when people say, well, Chief Peanut, it's on record. The only thing on record is what the white man told you. The only thing on record is colored pictures.
It's
They
called
don't have
it's called propaganda.
propaganda.
They're allowed to lie,
And the same way,
and they're allowed to push it.
and,
Go
and,
ahead,
and Big
brother.
Dog Philly, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. The same way in all the countries that they have their Messiah, the Jesus, and they go around saying Jesus is the Messiah. But in all the other countries, the Messiah, Jesus, is a person of color. But when you come to America, they Jesus become a white man. So I'm just want you to understand if they would talk about y'all Messiah, and I'm talking about y'all Messiah, and they would change the look of y'all Messiah, y'all gotta understand this. Now, the Black Madonna in Russia, the Pope worship a Black Madonna.
Hey, bro,
Now,
they
all
whitewash history, not just certain parts. They
yes,
whitewash all of history,
yes.
not some
So
of it.
you got us out here gonna believe that they wouldn't change the identity of the original people if they would lie to you about your savior, y'all so-called savior. So what the hell you think they're gonna lie to you about you being the original people? So how the hell you gonna trust these deceivers who've been deceiving about everything? They told you about Einstein. He discovered this when we know Einstein took that from a melanated man. That we are the inventors of this land, and they have taken everything from us. Everything that we create, they put a
Yeah,
white face
Henry
in front
Ford
of it.
stole Ford from a melanated man.
Right. We are inventors. It's just amazing that this brother and who died in I don't know if it was Indiana, one of these little cities, Michigan, one of them, who got
Buffalo, New
killed.
York.
Yeah,
Buffalo, New
Buffalo, New
York,
York. It's
with
ironic that
the water
here
invention.
that this man made a vehicle run off of water. And it's ironic that this guy takes a trip from New Jersey all the way to Buffalo, New York, to go into a random melanated neighborhood to get random people at a grocery store, and this guy just so happened to be in there. Oh, you really think that we're stupid or dumb? Come on, tell them, Empress. They think we stupid or dumb. So everything that we create, our people end up dead. Dr. Sebi comes up with the healing of cancer, the healing of HIV, and then he
Hey,
turns up
the
dead.
healing of impotence. He cured impotence. He cured blindness,
Right,
which a lot of our people is suffering from impotence because
right.
of the way they eat.
Then you get the sister. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, barking all the time. And then you go around and you get Elvis, and he gonna steal the music, and the sister don't get the money. Then you get the owner, the finger looking good, the Mr. Kentucky Fried Chicken man, and he gonna steal the recipe from Mrs. Childers. I did a video about the Mrs. Childers. Miss Childers had a recipe was stolen, and then when he found out that everybody was giving him hell about it, he gave the lady a little lump sum of money, and the money that he gave her was little money, and the woman didn't have enough to get buried. The little money that he gave her, the woman's family, see, this is what we talk about, generations of financial wealth. These are the things that we talk about, brother. That we talk about the haves and the have-nots, how they steal, how they evolve off of our recipes. You got to understand that these people have been doing this throughout history. Albora, you know what I'm talking about. This man, go up there and y'all go check out my video. I did a video. It's an old video, and y'all Aborigine people go check it out. It's about the Colonel. The Colonel, well, they all thought, oh, he was a nice guy. They did a story, a documentary about the Colonel on how he was such a giving man, and he was such a great person in the community. And he came from the bottom. He was a uneducated man who ended up becoming but they didn't tell you about Mrs. Childress. They didn't tell you that he went and took a recipe and he became a millionaire, a billionaire off of a woman recipe. Now you know damn well white people don't come up with chicken. Y'all know they don't season no damn chicken. They don't come up with herbs and spices. So I want you to understand this is not racism. I don't speak racism. I speak the truth. And everything that I flow, I'm telling you facts. Stuff that you can do your own research on, family. I don't have to lie about people to get views. I don't have to get my channel looked at to sit there and lie on a group of people. The same people who told you, the same people who told you that Uncle Tom is a sellout and didn't even understand the history behind Uncle Tom. Zippity doo dah, zippity day. See Uncle Tom, they made fun of. They took Uncle Tom because Uncle Tom was one of them slaves that they couldn't misuse. Uncle Tom took many slaves to Canada. He took many slaves to Canada. His name was Johannes. And he took them slaves. He was renamed Tom. He was renamed, but his name, his birth name from his family was Johannes. And Johannes freed many slaves. But see, they took Johannes and they made a mockery out of him because he was one of them slaves that got away with a lot of people. So they came up with a book, and they made a book about Uncle Tom. And when they went to Uncle Tom, they showed you the Uncle Tom being a oppressed, melanated man. But it was Sambo. Go read the history. Sambo said, Massa, are you sick? I'm sick too, Massa. Sambo sold out all of his people. So know the difference of history. Stop. Y'all got to understand. They demonize good people. They demonize people who reject their colonization. So call me Uncle Tom. Call me. Tell him, Renee, call me Uncle Tom. Because for what I read, Uncle Tom was a great, great man. Y'all want to talk about, y'all talk about that, the lady, the Underground Railroad. Y'all want to talk about the sister, the sister with the Underground Railroad, but y'all don't talk about Johannes. Y'all got to get it right. Know your history and start read. That's the problem, Big Dog Philly. We don't read. This was all in our face, El Bolo. This was in our face, Empress. All of this was in our face. We just never read. When you go to the library, you can see the melanated copper-colored Indians. It's in the library. When I was growing up and I went to school, I never seen no Mongoloids until recent history. All of a sudden, you start seeing Mongoloids. But I did see more Mongoloids than I see the $5 Indian white people. So they joined in with them. The Mongoloids used to work with us. They came in, the Mongoloid Native Americans found us here. And we fought with them. Our very first fight was not with the white man. Our very first fight was with the land bridge, the Native American white man, well, I like to say Asian man who came here. That was our very first one. But then we wound up becoming a union with each other. We wound up becoming friends. And they were here for a very long time, just like us. But we were here from the beginning. And they came here after us. But they sold on us. They sold out on us. They sold with the government. The Native Americans sold out us. We were close with the Native Americans. But then they sold us out to the white man. You guys got to do history and understand how they get the casinos and we don't. You have to understand how they get the financial wealth and we didn't. Because they sold out on us. And one of the reasons why, because the white man wanted to be a part of the casinos in Oklahoma. So I just want to thank you guys for always supporting the channel. Big Dog Philly is the truth. 504 Indigenous Warrior is the truth. I always admire Big Dog Philly. I always, from the day the brother came out, and he's one of the fastest growing channels on YouTube. And you know why? Because the brother ain't never changed. See brothers like that, I can rock with that. I can rock with people who stay with their truth. Big Dog Philly said, I don't believe in all that Jesus crap. He said, I don't believe in that religious crap. And some of you guys, oh, stop doing that, Big Dog Philly. He don't believe in all this crap. He stick to his roots. He stick to his beliefs. And you can only respect a person like that. And some of you guys need to stick to your roots and stick to your beliefs. And I just want you guys to understand that. I want to thank everybody for appearing on the show. Big Dog Philly, I'm going to mute my mic while you say your last words.
Yeah, I appreciate you, my brother, for letting me on the panel, for opening up the panel. I want to say much love to the chat. I couldn't look at the chat. Much love, man. I couldn't give y'all shout outs, but shout out to each and every one of y'all. Without y'all, I'm nothing. You know what I mean? And that's the way we gotta be. We need each other to be strong. Much love and much respect to everyone, man. Grand Rising. Appreciate you, brother.
If you haven't subscribed to Big Dog Philly channel, and you haven't subscribed to Vegan Greedy Vegan, they both be together. They team up on your ass. Subscribe to the brother channels. And if you haven't subscribed to 504 Indigenous Warrior, subscribe to that brother. You know what I'm saying? We are one great union together. Okay? Thank you, Big Dog Philly. And
Yeah, thank you, brother.
as I conclude, and I'm about to end this, I would like to thank once again for those who showed up. Thank you. But always remember to leave a like and subscribe. Remember, I'm always trying to get the videos up to 1K. And if you can share the videos and we can accomplish that goal, it will be so, so, so great. Remember, I'm not talking about the Native Americans. I'm not talking about the Haitians. I'm not talking about the Africans. I'm not talking about the Europeans. I didn't come for nobody but the Aborigine Americans. It's Aborigine perspective. So remember that the opinions in the chat may not reflect the opinions of Peanut Nola 504 and his Aborigine channel. And I'm not talking about the people that follow me. We're talking about the trolls. I like to know that we had a great open panel today, and I'm very thankful for the open panel. If you guys would like to donate to the channel, if you guys would like to support the channel, I don't stress for this. If you would like to support the channel, that is my cash out. If you don't have the means to support me financially, please share the video, share my content, because always remember that they shadow banding my content because I speak the truth. I can't be monetized no more. I used to be monetized, but because I speak the way I speak, I can no longer be monetized. So the only way I can get anything with my channel is through Cash App. So if you would like to support my channel and help it grow, and also remember, I'm on TikTok. I have grown on TikTok. I have almost 13,000 followers on TikTok. I have almost hit 13,000 subscribers, and I have not even been on TikTok that long. Okay? So if the message ain't getting here, the message is getting other places. So please support me in my ventures. Please support my channel. Okay? If you can come over to TikTok and help me get that 13 following, come out and support some of my videos because it's really hitting hard on some of these people. It's really hitting them very hard. If you guys can support my channel, I would be very much appreciative. So I would like to thank you guys as I close and as I get the hell out of here. I'd like to thank you guys for coming up, showing in, and always being great. You are the aborigine of the land. You are the people of nature, and your skin is beautiful. Don't ever allow anybody to put you down because you are great just the way you are. And I'm going to come in just the way I left out.